So welcome back to part 4 of our Cooking on the Kamado for Beginners series. Today we're going to be cooking pork belly barbecued burnt ends. These little nuggets of joy are absolutely incredible. We're going to be slow cooking these. We're going to be smoking them with a little bit of cherry. So if you want to become suddenly super popular with all your friends and family, watch this video and learn how to cook these. So if you've never heard of pork belly burnt ends before, this cut of meat, it comes from obviously the belly of the pig. It comes from underneath there. Just above it are the ribs as well. So I think you might struggle in the UK to find these in a supermarket, so you'll have to go to your local butcher. I got these from WEBSTERS, there are local butchers, and when he got it out for me, actually, the rack was much bigger, this joint, and underneath he'd cut it off and there was a rack of baby back ribs. So I think when you're looking at the pig, that's the underside there, and then the ribs are above it there. So he cut those off, so I had the ribs for our dinner the other night, and we've got these left over, which we're going to be cooking today. So the plan to cook these is we're going to be slicing them up into cubes. We're going to slow cook them for sort of 2.5 hours. We're going to be using some cherry wood to smoke it with. We're going to take it out, we're going to put it in a tray, we're going to put it in for another hour, and then we're going to put some barbecue sauce on it at the end, leave it in there for 5-10 minutes, and then bring them out. And when they come out, they should be these sweet honey glaze little bundles of joy that just fall apart in your fingers, and they just taste absolutely incredible. So all you're going to need today is you're going to need a bit of pork belly. You're going to need some cherry. You don't have to smoke. I'm going to be using cherry because I've got some. You can use apple, you can use oak, you can use hickory, any wood that you like you can use to smoke it. You're going to need some brown sugar. You're going to need a probe. It doesn't have to be a meter probe. It can be a skewer, can be a toothpick or anything like that, something just for prodding the meat. You're going to need some honey. You're going to need some butter, and today we're going to be using Blues Hog rub and some Blues Hog Champion blend. Again, I've never used these before, just going to try them out and see how they are. I've got a bowl here for mixing in and a metal tray that we're going to be using later on, and that's, you can use just a normal baking tray, an oven tray, but using that's just going to save us washing up later on. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fire up the Kamado, fire up the Monolith, and we're going to we want to get it to about 275 degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll do that now and then we'll come back over. Okay, so the Monolith is now lit. We've got some cherry wood in there and it's smoking away nicely. We've got the vents open about 2 inches at the top, or 50 mil, and about the same amount on the bottom as well. So that's going to get us up to temperature fairly quickly. It'll probably take about 20 minutes. And then once we get up to 275 Fahrenheit, which is what we're aiming for, we'll close that top vent down to about a finger width apart, and then we'll close the bottom vent right down, so we've only got a small gap showing. And that should then hold it at about 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start preparing this pork belly. So I'm going to move all of these out of the way. So this is our pork belly here. So this is probably about 7 inches long, or 175 mil, and about 5 inches wide, 125 mil. And we're going to slice this into, what should we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. We'll slice this into 12 different pieces. So we'll make each one about 1.5 inches wide, like that. Make sure you've got a nice sharp knife. So slice it along like that. 1, 2. Yeah, these are going to be about 1.5 inches, 2 inches wide, and we're going to cut them into cubes. There we go, so you've got 12 pieces. Now these might look quite big at the minute, but once you cook these, they will shrink right down. So what we'll do, let's put these into the bowl here, and then we'll add our we'll add our rub. So those are your burnt ends now, ready to go onto the monolith. So all we have to do now is wait for the monolith to get up to temperature, and then we'll come back and we'll put them on there. So the monolith's up to temp. Let's get these in now and then get them cooking. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use the probe quickly just to see. Oh wow. So that probe is going in there really nicely. There's still a little bit of resistance, but I think what we'll do is we'll take these out now and we'll put them into a tray, and I'll show you what to do next. So these are looking really, really great. They've got a lovely color to them. You can really see the rub is starting to create a nice bark. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to put some knobs of butter on there. We're going to put some honey over there, and we're going to put a bit of brown sugar on it. We're going to cover it in tin foil, and then we're going to put it back in for probably another hour or so. So let's get the sugar, the honey, and the butter on there now. So no specific amounts. We'll just put some on. So we'll get this brown sugar. We're going to sprinkle this over here, and this is going to caramelize really nicely, give it a really sweet taste. That's lovely. And then we'll put a little bit of honey over there, just a nice drizzle of that. Butter. Go. Put some tin foil over the top. Like that, and then we'll put that straight back into the monolith. So here we go. These have now been in for about 2.5 hours. So we'll open these up and have a good look at these, and they look really, really good. You can see those there. Let's use our probe and we'll just have a little test to see how, I mean, that literally just goes straight through. There's no resistance at all. These are ready to fall apart. So these are now ready. Gosh, look at that. So these are now ready for the final part. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put them into this bowl. We're going to cover them in barbecue sauce, and we're going to put them back on for 5-10 minutes just so we can get that lovely barbecue glaze on it, and then we'll take it out and they'll be ready. So let's put these into the bowl. Okay, so let's take these back over and we'll put them in the monolith for the last 5 or 10 minutes. So I think these are going to be ready now. Let's go and take them off the monolith and we'll have a little taste. So just look at those. They've got this lovely glaze over them, this barbecue glaze, lovely color. They're really glistening. So let's just pick one up. And if I squeeze that, look, you can see, look at that. That's just falling apart, and that is going to melt in the mouth. So I'm going to give that a blow. I'm going to give it a quick blow, cool that it's super, super hot, and then I'm going to give it a taste and we'll see how it is. Wow. So that was just like a little parcel from heaven. So, so nice. You can see that it literally falls apart in your fingers, and when you put it in your mouth, it just melts. It's so, so succulent and juicy, and the flavors really shine through. That rub on there It's got a lovely flavour to it, and then the barbecue sauce gives it this sweet, sticky taste. And if you remember, we put the brown sugar, the honey on there, and the butter as well, and all of that combined together really gives it this just incredible flavour. So once again there's another really easy recipe for you to do. This one took in total about 3.5 hours. So just as a recap, we cooked it low and slow at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. We cooked it for about 2.5 hours in the Monolith. We took it out, we put it into the baking tray, we put the brown sugar, the honey, the butter on it, we covered it in tin foil, and we left it in there for about another hour, and then we took it out, we put the barbecue sauce all over it, and then we left it in for 5-10 minutes. So yeah, so 3.5-4 hours total. But again, nothing difficult about it. You don't need any accessories or anything else. Just a really, really simple recipe. So thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please smash the like button. It really helps the channel, and it helps YouTube push the content out there to everyone else, to try and teach as many people as we can about cooking on the Kamado ovens, how easy it is. If you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and you'll get notified every time we bring out a new video. Not only do we do these cooking videos, but we also do reviews and unboxings of pizza ovens and Kamado ovens and barbecues and other outdoor kitchen accessories. We also do walkthroughs of all our kitchens as well, to show you those and how we build them. We also have a Instagram, Facebook account as well, so if you want to see what we're up to, as up to date as you can, then head over there and follow us on there. And we try and post on there a few times a week. So thanks very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.